Real Madrid are in shambles. 2 trophyless seasons, dressing room problems, and now Kylian Mbappe is basically the dictator of this club. So today, I'm taking over Real Madrid and try and fix them. However, in another reality, Mbappe has also taken over Madrid and will be racing to see who can fix the club first and win their first ever treble. And as I take over Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe has now left the club. And that is because Mbappe is a player manager. He's the dictator, he gets what he wants, and that means I can't use it.
Yes, I have finally taken over Real Madrid. I am here to save this club.
And because Mbappe has left Real Madrid in my reality, Tchouaméni has decided to go to Man City and Camavinga to Man United as their best friend, not at the club anymore. But there's good news as I was able to give Vinny a brand new contract and we still have a superstar to build this team around. And this is currently the best 11 we do have. But now that we no longer have Mbappe, if we don't bring in superstars or win trophies, some of these players will start to leave as they believe that Real Madrid are not the Galacticos anymore. However, even though I have 348 million, I can't just go out there and sign Ousmane Dembele, one of the best players in world football. It's because in every transfer window, I'm able to make 3 total signings. And after I'm done, Kylian Mbappe can sign as many players as he wants. And if at any moment he signs any of the players I signed, I am not allowed to use them. So if I sign Dembele and then he signs Dembele, I have to release Ousmane without replacing him at all. Because he's a dictator and he gets what he wants. And well, when we take a look at this team, first of all, I want to try and recreate that season where Bellingham and Vinny went crazy. And I'm going to be playing Jude as a false 9 as he's going down on -2 for converting him to a striker. But of course, we need a brand new center back, a brand new center mid as Fede moved on to DM. And as much as I love Rodrigo, he's not the same player he used to be. I think I need a superstar right winger. And I would love William Saliba because he's French. Mbappe might sign him up. And the same goes for Marquinhos. He is very cheap and is very experienced. But he's a former teammate of Mbappe and he probably would love to bring him in. And boys, this locker room needs a leader. For 40 million, I am bringing in Virgil van Dijk. Yes, he's 33 years old and probably will start going down. But for the time being, I need somebody to make sure nobody fights ever again. And plus, Mbappe won't sign him up for sure. And Van Dijk now joins the team as he'll be paired with Militao for now. As up next, we need a center midfielder. We have the playmaker, we have the relentless runner. I feel like we need somebody more all around because Dani Ceballos is not it, man. First player I think of is Vitinha. He's a perfect Real Madrid midfielder. And even though he isn't that close to Kylian Mbappe, you have to remember that Mbappe knows football. He knows exactly who to sign. And Vitinha might be under his radar. And boys, hear me out. Pablo Barrios is the perfect target. Mbappe wouldn't sign an Atletico player. He is great all around. However, we would have to pay his release clause if we want him to switch over Madrid clubs. And screw it, I'm doing it. When you're at Madrid, you have to take risks for 170 million. This may be a dumb decision, but Pablo Barrios is one for the future, and he is now a Galactico. And you guys may think it's silly now, but I love this midfield. They can definitely lead us to the treble one day, but we need that right winger, that special player who can feed off Jude Bellingham, exactly like Vinny will be this season. And boys, I can't lie, there isn't a lot of options. Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele, and Mikel Olise. Obviously, they'd be a perfect signings for this club, but they're all French. I need to take a punt on one of these guys because Mbappe cannot sign all of these players. And I've made my decision for 100 million plus Rodrigo. I've gone for Mikel Olise for 2 reasons. The first reason is Mbappe is a player manager. And if he signs someone like Olise Dembele, he will never win the Ballon d'Or because he's going to be competing with his own teammate. And I couldn't go for Dembele because he was too expensive. Olise is our brand new Galactico, man. And just take a look at this team, man. There will be no more fighting in this dressing room and trophies will be won. That's actually very important because every time I have a better season than Kylian Mbappe, I will get a protection card, which means I can apply to any future signing. And no matter what, I don't have to release them if Mbappe signs them. But trophies are important this year as Courtois, a trusted leader of this club, comes to my office and says, it's been 2 years now that Barcelona have won the league title. If we don't win La Liga this year, there's a lot of players in the dressing room that says that they will jump ship because they came to Madrid to be the best team in Spain. Now let's see what Mbappe is going to do this window.
Yes, I have finally taken over Real Madrid. I am here to save this club, but more importantly, I am here to make myself immortal. I am here to become the greatest player in Real Madrid history. And if I'm going to do that, things need to change immediately. First, Dani Carvajal, gone. Fede Valverde, gone. I need to be the captain of this team, and I take care of my people. Tchouaméni is my guy. Something happened between him and Fede, and I chose my side. Simple. than Vinicius. People will call it crazy. They'll say, why would you sell Vinicius Jr.? Because there is only one superstar here, only one face of Madrid, only one Ballon d'Or winner, and that is me. He wanted the spotlight. I am the spotlight. So now, he is gone. And yes, the squad looked weaker after that. People panicked. Good. Let them panic. Because now I rebuild it my way. First thing first. Penalties? Mine. Free kicks? Mine. Captain's armband? Mine. I need to be the reason we win. I need to be the reason we lose. Because if Madrid wins its first ever treble, it will be because of me. And if I want Ballon d'Ors, I need every goal possible. Now with nearly 500 million to spend, it was time to build my empire. I'll be playing up top, obviously. That part was never a debate. At center back, Rudiger, my friend, you are old. I needed a real general, leader, a Galactico. So I called my fellow Frenchman, William Saliba, one of the best defenders in the world, 80 million, plus Raul Asensio, and now Saliba wears white. A new Galactico has arrived. Then midfield, Dani Ceballos, washed, finished. Respectfully, I needed someone next to Jude and Chouameni who could actually control games, someone for the future, someone elite. So for 130 million plus Ceballos, I brought in Desiree Doué, future superstar. But let's be clear, you are here to feed me. Do not forget that. And finally, for 150 millionite star boy, Michael Elise. People think he will steal my spotlight. People think he will win the Ballon d'Or before me. Cute. No, he will be assisting me all season. That is his purpose. This is my team. Elise on one side, Rodrigo on the other, Doué behind me, Saliba leading the back line. Everything built for me. And if you're wondering how I afforded all of this, look at the sales. Look at all the bums we got rid of. This is not a rebuild. This is a takeover.
And no, boys, Mbappe has signed Mikel Elise. He also signed Duane Saliba. I was smart not to sign him. And by the way, Mbappe signings are determined by an AI I trained to be like Mbappe. Just to let y'all know. But Elise now has to be released. We can't use him. And we can't go sign anybody else to replace him. And now with Rodrigo gone, the only option we have is Brahim Diaz. But come on, man. He's not a player to win us the league title. So what if we bought Endrick Bobby Charlton and he could play on that right-hand side? And that's what I decided to do. He'll be an inside forward alongside Vinny, and Bellingham will be fitting on both. We need to win that league title, man. And what a season for Jude Bellingham. 24 goals and 8 assists, playing at the false line again. But shout out to Endrick, who was a last-minute addition with his 20 goals. Vinny had a little bit of an off year, but 15 goals and 3 assists is a good return. And our team is looking nice. Bellingham back to an 89. Arda Güler and Barrios both hit an 87. I'm telling you, this midfield is something special. Van Dijk has already gone down. He was more of a 1-2 season thing, so we'll have to replace him soon. And boys, this is not good. We finished in second place, 97 points. But we don't win the league. And remember what Courtois said at the start of the season, some players might want to leave now. Well, at least we win a trophy. No more trophy list. Super Copa de España. And we also win the Copa del Rey on Barca's head. That has to convince some players to stay here. But in the Champions League, we only finished in 8th place. And we got knocked out to Atletico in the round of 16. That is a terrible job for me and the team. But hey, if we did better than Mbappe, we can protect a future signing.
And of course, I was the star. Who else did you expect? 36 goals, 6 assists, golden boot secured. Honestly, it should have been even more. But apparently, every time I breathe near the last defender, it's offside. Refs clearly had an agenda. Shout out to my boys, though. Elise, excellent. Rodrigo finally remembered he is Brazilian. Very good season. Even Arda Güler, who I originally thought was only good enough for the bench, surprisingly stepped up. I respect that. Jude Bellingham, 7 goals, 6 assists. For all that hype, for all that future of football talk, that is fraud behavior, let's be honest. Very handsome player, very overrated footballer this season, and if he keeps ghosting in big games, I may have to remove him. And naturally, we won La Liga. 0 losses, undefeated, an invincible season. People acted surprised. Why? Did you think I took over Real Madrid to finish second? We won the Copa del Rey, won the Super Copa, every domestic trophy, ours.
Oh no, boys, that's 2 trophies so far for Mbappe. Is he gonna fix Madrid already and win the treble? Well, he finished in first place here over the likes of PSG and Barca. He beat Olympiacos 4-0 in the round of 16. In the quarters, he smashed Inter Milan. Oh no, and he won the semis against Atletico, the team we got knocked out by. But yes, PSG beat him to the UCL. No treble, this is not over.
But then, the Champions League, PSG, and yes, we lost. Disgraceful. But let me make something very clear. That was not on me. The refs were against us, and certain players disappeared. Jude, I'm looking directly at you. I am not the problem. I am the solution. To prove it, at the end of the season, I lifted my first Ballon d'Or.
If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe for more dumb videos like this. So that means I cannot protect any of my future players. And that's actually more important than you think, because someone like Pablo Barrios is not safe. If at any point Mbappe brings in Barrios, even though I signed him in season 1, he also has to go. But it begins. The first player leaving is not too tough. It's Brahim Diaz. But Courtois said it's a couple people, not just one. And the second player that included was Courtois himself. No, man, we really let him down. He's been carrying this team for years. And the final player is the worst one, Trent Alexander-Arnold. His output was ridiculous last year. He's going back to England to Arsenal. I don't blame him, man. He hasn't won anything big since he joined. And just like that, our team has downgraded. Lunin is now up to par. Danny Carvalhal is only getting worse and worse. And even someone like Van Dijk is going down faster than I thought he would. We need to make some huge signings here. Luckily, we did make a lot of money from all of those sales, in particular Trent. And it'd be incredible to bring back Hakimi, but he is literally Mbappe's best friend. I'd be so dumb to try and risk that. And well, I have 4 options who are very similar to Trent. Obviously not at his level, but are pretty decent at passing. We need to replace the output that Trent had for us. The first one is Bayern legend Joshua Kimmich. 31 years old, he might start to go down, but he is the closest player matching Trent's ability. The only one not a midfielder in this list is Denzel Dumfries. We know he has had incredible output for Inter over the years, now playing for Tottenham, but his passing is only at a 74. Now, when we talk about former midfielders, Mateus Nunes is now a right back playing for PSG. His passing is at an 80. And finally, Warren Zaire-Emery, who just became a right back this year. He is worth a lot of money and used to play with Mbappe. It might be too risky. And the decision was obvious. Joshua Kimmich is now joining the team for 60 million. He shouldn't be on Mbappe's radar, but there is a risk Mbappe might sign him if they need a midfielder or a fullback. But I think Kimmich should remain pretty safe. So with Kimmich now in the lineup, we're definitely going for a goalkeeper next. But after that, should we get a new center back or trust in Van Dijk and maybe replace Endrick? I don't know if he's ready to take us to that treble this season. The first option is the second best keeper in the world, Donnarumma, after Courtois, of course. He's friends with Mbappe. That just can happen. Mike Mainan is another option. If Mbappe needed a goalkeeper, surely he'd go for Donnarumma, not Mainan, right? But our final option is Kobo, a little bit more expensive. Be like a Courtois-like goalkeeper. And there we have it. For 70 million, I went for Gregor Kobo. It's the safest pick. Mbappe would not sign him. At least not his first 2 options. So he replaces Courtois. Hopefully, he can do a good job at that. With Kobo in the team, I'm going to go ahead and shortlist some center backs, as well as a potential starter for Endrick, and make my decision there. When it comes to goal-scoring wingers, the best option out there is Ousmane Dembele and of course Olise, which we can't sign anymore. But it's always a risk. Mbappe doesn't need Dembele, but we don't know. He might just sign him for the heck of it. The other 2 I have shortlisted are significant downgrades in Bradley Barcola, who can play off the right, but is French. Or someone like Antoine Semenyo, who would not be in Mbappe's radar at all, but he doesn't have best in the world potential as of right now, so it is a huge risk. But remember, we can only make 3 signings, but for center backs, I have Gabriel. At Dortmund, wouldn't be Mbappe's first option. Of course, Daya Upamecano, who is French, so that's not the smart move here. And I made the tough decision for 90 million to sign Antoine Semenyo. I think we could trust Van Dijk 1 more year. We also have Dean Huijsen, and this is our team. Semenyo is now a Madrid player. I really do like this team. I would have loved one of the best right wingers in the world, but it's just not possible right now. I think I'm pretty safe, and Mbappe won't sign any of the players in this lineup.
Let me make this simple. Endrick, gone. People really believed he was going to replace me one day. Then Alvaro Carreras, gone. Because Camavinga deserves the spotlight. I reward loyalty. Simple. Then Jude Bellingham, finally, gone. Last season was embarrassing. For all the hype, for all the PR, those numbers were unacceptable. This is Real Madrid, not a modeling agency. And yes, I know what people are saying. The squad looks weaker. Relax. I am here. That means we are stronger. Militão, too injury prone. Great player. Glass body. I need reliability. Arda Güler, very talented, very soft. This is not FIFA Street. You cannot survive in midfield here if the wind can knock you over. And Rodrigo, good season, very good season. But I do not need very good. I need world class. First center back, I looked at Upamecano, another French soldier, but he is comfortable at City. Fine, stay there. So I went to Dortmund, still somehow surviving with those bums. And I took Nico Schlotterbeck, 90 million, done. Big defender, aggressive. Then midfield. I needed elegance, control, someone who does not vanish like Jude. So I brought in Vitinha, 130 million, my former PSG teammate, one of the best midfielders in the world. And unlike certain people, he actually performs, steps right into that midfield immediately. Rodrigo, I appreciate your service, truly, but I needed something bigger. And who better than Ousmane Dembele? Yes, he won a Ballon d'Or before me. Cute little achievement, but let's be serious. He is not taking my spotlight. Now look at this team. Saliba, Schlotterbeck, Vitinha, Dembele, Olise, me. This is not a squad. This is a warning. This year, we finished the job.
Yo, this guy Mbappe is a psycho. He actually signed Schlotterbeck. Thankfully, I didn't sign him. Vitinha and Dembele. Look at this front 3. It's basically the French national team with Vitinha, Schlotterbeck. I'm just glad that he didn't sign anybody I have in my team. And once again, Jude Bellingham, the top goal scorer, 30 goals and 9 assists. Vinny with 21 and 3 and 16 goals for Endrick. It seems like we have a little bit of an injury crisis. But Semenyo got outscored by Endrick. Maybe I shouldn't have signed Antoine. But the players that are not injured are growing just great. A full midfield of 90 overalls here. Van Dijk, oh my days. Hoisting is at an 86 now, which is good. But again, no La Liga title. What is going on here at Real Madrid? This better not lead to more players leaving. But we win the Supercopa de España again. And we lose in the final of the Copa del Rey. And in the Champions League, we did even worse. But we beat Nottingham in the playoffs. Round of 16, we beat PSG. In the quarters, we beat Galatasaray. We lost 8-0 to Arsenal in the Champions League. Oh, someone's leaving the club. That's an embarrassment, man. We definitely did not beat Mbappe this year.
And look who did it again. Another season, even better. 44 goals, 2 assists. I do not beat assists. I finished the story. I am the story. But credit where it's due. Only say excellent. 21 goals, 26 assists. That is exactly why I brought it. I told all of you from day one, you would about to take my spotlight and he would feed it. But when I look at the squad, you cannot tell me this is not the best team in the world. La Liga Golden Boot, 1 by 12 close, not even close, not even competitive. Embarrassing for everyone else, honestly. And in the Champions League, Golden Boot there too because big players perform in big competitions. And as for trophies, of course we won La Liga again, invincible again. We won the Copa del Rey again. Domestic football has become boring.
Once again, Mbappe is on a treble. I'm getting my butt kicked. I think it's over, man. You saw their full 90 team, basically. Oh, in the Champions League, they finished in first place. Round of 16, they smashed RB Leipzig 8-2. We lost 8-0 to Arsenal. They beat Porto 3-1. And again, they're in a final. They beat Man City. Let's go, Barcelona. 4-3. Oh, saving us another season. I need to lock in. Again, we lost, so we can't defend anybody. Bro, this is bad. This is very bad.
And in the Champions League final, we lost again. We were robbed, completely robbed. I know Barcelona. We all know about the Megadelia case because there's no reason that team should beat mine. But it's okay, let them celebrate because next year the treble is mine, the Champions League is mine. But you know what else is mine? Another Ballon d'Or, back to back. I've never been the problem, I am the solution.
And in season number 3, I have terrible news. Bellingham has walked into the office and says, I'm sorry, boss. I love this club, but 4 years without a La Liga title, let alone a UCL. Real Madrid are no longer the best team in the world. I will be leaving. So there we go. There goes Jude Bellingham joining Liverpool. But he isn't the only one, as Eder Militao also left embarrassed, man. This is what our starting 11 looks like now. Asensio and Van Dijk are only center back options. We need a good partner for Hoyson here. And Gonzalo Garcia up top. We could move Endrick and start Semenyo, but Endrick's been undeniable on the right-hand side. We're gonna keep him there. And we need to sign another superstar striker. And I think I have to go for Gabriel. Mbappe already has some of the world's best center backs. He's not replacing any of them. So for 80 million, we're signing Arsenal center back Gabriel. He can score goals when it matters. Maybe he could be the reason we finally win a league title, man. And when it comes to the striker, there's only one option. It's Erling Braut Haaland. I'm telling you right now, there is no way Mbappe signs him because they play the exact same position. I'm not even gonna stress or think about it too much. For 300 million, the most expensive player of all time, Haaland is now joining Real Madrid. This is my last Hail Mary because I think Mbappe is finally gonna figure it out and win the Champions League this year. And now with our 2 signings, our team is looking great. We still have one more signing. I did notice Kobo go down. He probably got injured. And Lunin is only an 82. Maybe that's why we didn't win the league. I'm gonna go sign another. And why not get the next Thibaut Courtois, Mike Penders, 85 overall. He'd be a great bench player. So for 70 million, the 6'7" giant is now joining Real Madrid. A great backup. If Kobo gets injured, we're gonna be fine. And this team has to win La Liga this year, man. Unless Mbappe signs someone like Kimmich, Barrios, Kobo, players we signed seasons ago, or even, surprisingly, Haaland.
This year, this is the year. No excuses, no debates. This team is too good, the best team in the world. But first, Camavinga, my guy. I give him chance after chance. I believed in him. And what did I get? Inconsistency. We need a new left. De Courtois, legend. Yes, I respect him always. But 35, my friend, you are an hunk. He's a liability now. I need a brand new goalkeeper. And I'm left back. I had to go for one of the world's best in Nico O'Reilly. And somehow, these bums full of had him under contract. But not anymore. For 70 million, Nico O'Reilly joins the Galacticos. He is perfect. And then I goalkeeper. At first, I wanted my man. World class, one of the best. But at 31, I think I can find somebody younger and world class just like him. Somehow, Gregor Kobo is still playing for these bums. So for 70 million, Gregor Kobo arrives at Madrid. And for the next next decade, you will be a legend, just like Courtois, Kobel, Saliba, Schlotterbeck, Miko O'Reilly, the rest of that gang, and me. This is not football anymore. This is unfair. So yes, this year we're winning the treble. And when I do, there will be no more conversations of who is the greatest of all time.
I cannot believe Mbappe signed the Kobo over my nan. We're actually losing our goalkeeper. So of course, he is now getting released. I am so thankful we signed Mike Penders, but he is a bit of a step down. I think Mbappe might take this one home, I can't lie. And what a season from Erling, 43-1, 24-1 from Hendrick. I'm glad I brought him back. 20-10 for Vinny, 18-2 for Semenyo. Boys, these are treble winning numbers. The question is, did we do it? And look at this team. 92 Vinny, 94 Haaland, 89 Endrick. Even Pender skyrocketed all the way to 90. We didn't need Kobo anyways. And yes, we have finally won La Liga, 110 points. Haaland has saved us, man. We win the Super Copa as well. Doesn't count for the treble. But Copa del Rey 3-2 in the final. We're on a treble. Last year, we got smashed 8-0 by Arsenal. I hope I don't face them again. And we finished in second to Man City. We destroyed Napoli 7-1. We beat Liverpool 3-2, and we beat Barca 4-1 in the semis. We face Man City for the treble victory here. I have to beat Mbappe. It's time for the UCL final. Come on, Haaland. Gabriel is suspended. If we complete the treble and Mbappe doesn't, we beat Kylian Mbappe the dictator. 4-0 victory. Haaland hoisting and even Ceballos. Oh, I think it's over. Mbappe needs to win, and he's lost 2 in a row. Oh my days, boys. Mbappe is not the top goal scorer this year. He might have fumbled the bag. We might have done it. I mean, of course, the team is the best in the world, the best in history, maybe. But did he win the treble? He does win La Liga once again by a huge margin. He loses the Copa de España, which doesn't count for the treble. Let's go, no Copa del Rey. And knocked out in the quarters, I win. I take the dictator down.
I can't believe this. This club is finished. I am not the problem. These bombs filled me. Forget Madrid. I'm out of here.
And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on this video right here. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it.